this week's segment.
Yeah, segment.
We are going to do our top 3 Unnie list since we did our top 3 Oppa list.
Yes.
So it's a list of all of our favorite K-drama actresses, right?
So these are the ones where I'm just like, okay, I want to start a new show. Let me look and see what shows. Have they done any new shows lately?
Okay.
Because that's who I want to see.
Yeah. Okay.
So
why don't you go first? Number 3.
Number 3 is Hajiwon.
Oh, Hajiwon.
And I love her. I fell in love with her with Empress Ki.
Yes.
She's an amazing actress. She did like Secret Garden. Hwang Jung Eum. Actually, Hwang Jung Eum is when I saw her
Hwang
first.
Jung Eum's so good.
Because also that actress that played her as a younger, played her younger self, that little girl was bad. I don't know if she's still working, but when that girl, she bowed 1,000 times. She's like, because she started as a slave.
Yes, so she had to do that. Yeah.
And she's like, to show Buddha that I'm about this Kisang business. Because Hwang Jung Eum was how I found out about Kisangs.
Yeah.
Because we don't ever hear about, we don't know that Korea had basically...
Shimon Young played her. Holy crap.
Her younger self?
Yeah, she's a very famous actress. I didn't realize.
Let me see her as an adult because I only ever saw her as a kid.
Here, I just want to make sure. Yeah, as Young. You know her. She's in a ton of stuff.
Is that how she looks now?
Yeah, she was in a movie called Sunny. So she's doing a lot of films. Sunny, she was in Miss Granny.
So Empress Ki was the next one that I saw. And was it Chi Jong-wook? He's in that one.
Yeah, Chi Jong-wook,
love him.
Chu Jin-moo was the lead. We talked about this last time too in the Oppa's list, where he was the lead, but Chi Chang-wook really
took over.
Yeah, overshadowed him
to the
a
point
bit.
where I'm just like, I don't care. So Secret Garden was very cute when they switched bodies.
Yes.
Something happened in Bali I haven't seen.
Okay, that was one of my favorite all-time dramas too. When I was younger.
Damo I did like.
Damo was so good.
Damo was so good.
See, I kind of honestly for our future dramas, I really want to go back and do early 2000s dramas like Tamo, Something Happened in Pali, Secret Garden even. Secret Garden was so good, but she did.
Secret Garden was adorable because
so good.
For a second, but then she disappeared for a second.
Yeah, so she is. I feel like Hajiwon is. She's one of those actresses. She's considered the top actresses in Korea. She's won a ton of awards, and she's able to do a bunch of genres, and that's why people like her.
Yeah, because she does comedy, she does drama,
she does it all.
Horror, sports, all of that. Because she's very athletic.
Yeah, and then so she did disappear for a bit. She was in a random drama when I was doing the research in 2022. It's called Curtain Call. And it was on Amazon. It's on Amazon Prime. I didn't watch it, but it was with Kang Han-il, who's another famous younger actor. He's probably my age or a little bit younger. But that was her last drama. But yeah, she is. I wish she did more, and I wonder why she's not doing more.
Sometimes you get tired.
That's true. She's also acted her ass off her entire life. She wants a break.
Sometimes. So her real name.
This is funny.
Is what is it?
Chon Hae-rim.
Her
name is Chon Hae-rim.
And her is what?
Her first manager wanted her to go by her stage name to be Hajiwon because it was the name of his first crush or his first love, which is so weird. So she was like, sure, I'll take the name.
So why did she change her name?
So a lot of Koreans have stage names to bring better luck or
like a Jamie Foxx situation.
Yeah, a lot of people do that. So no. She just listened to her manager because her manager's like, why don't you go by the name of my first love? And she's sure.
Listen, Charlie Sheen's name is Carlos Estevez.
I know.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Martin Sheen's is Martin Estevez.
Yeah, he just changed it. They just went Sheen. And then Emilio was like, no, I'm keeping my name.
I'm Estevez, baby. We outside.
She's great, though. I've always loved her. Okay, so that's your number 3.
Who's your number 3?
My number 3 is Jeon Do Yeon.
Okay, let me look.
Do you know Jeon Do Yeon?
Listen.
One of Korea's top actresses.
I'm excited.
The creme de la creme. She won Cannes. She won Best Actress at Cannes in 2007 for a movie. She's been in a ton of stuff.
Oh,
You have to. I mean, she is the top actress. So
she looks like she can play.
Oh, she's does everything.
It's very rare that you see actresses who can play like rich and poor.
She does everything. Her range is crazy. So
I'm looking at like the photos of her just on Instagram. I mean on Google, and it's just like I'm looking at her in one role with her hair done with this lipstick on, and it's like you can't tell this rich lady nothing. And then you see her in another picture, and she's working class.
Yeah. So So she won Best Actress at Cannes for a movie called Secret Sunshine. She was in another movie called Untold Scandal with Mosuri's in it, actually. Mosuri's in it, but it was a very like sexy 조선 사극 drama movie about sex.
Have you seen this new one that is out now where everyone was just like closing their laptop because it was so sexy?
Dude, there's some crazy ass sex scenes. Anyway, so
the ones they be shipping to us ain't racy.
No. The dramas we're watching are not racy. So dramas, no racy, like barely like kiss scenes, but movies, edgy. Well, they very interesting.
One of my friends who's really into like horror movies, he said the ones that are insane. He said the ones that fuck you up are the Korean ones.
Koreans are.
He said because he's like
Koreans are fucked up. Yeah.
Well, he was
the way
like
their brains work.
Well, he was saying that he said American ones they're not. He's like it's just gore.
Oh no, Korean is like psychological.
Korean is all mental. It's all mental. It's in your fucking head.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, he's like, because gore, you can like, all right, I know this isn't real.
Yeah.
He said, but the mental shit.
It messes you up.
That mental shit. Because I was like, I watched Parasite and I was like, if this is a fraction of what's happening in a Korean horror movie, I'm f***ed.
No, it's.
I'm going to have to go see somebody.
Yeah. But so that movie Untold Scandal is actually going to be made for TV on Netflix. So I'm super excited for that. That was just announced maybe a month ago. Really excited for that. But she's done a bunch of dramas as well. One of my favorite dramas is Lovers in Prague. Have you ever heard of the Lovers? Did you watch Lovers in Paris? So this is early 2000 dramas. There's so much. These would be really fun to rewatch. I had a gap
for college.
Yeah.
Because because KTN didn't come on where I lived, where I was going to school. So I couldn't catch it.
So Lovers in Prague was probably like 2000, 2001. And Lovers in Paris was when I was in high school. So those were really big. She was the lead in the Good Wife remake. So they made a remake a couple years ago of The Good Wife with Christine Baranski. They did a Korean version. So she played the lead character there. She's been in a ton of stuff. And then the one drama that she was in recently was Crash Course in Romance. That was on Netflix. That was so much fun.
Okay, I wanted to start that
That's a really fun one. You should watch that. And she was in a really famous movie called The Housemaid. But again, she is considered top actress. So she's my number 3. I love her. Okay. So then
my number 2 is okay, help me with her name.
Hwang Jung Eum.
Hwang Jung Eum. She is. I was trying to figure out who's my 2 and who's my 1 because I love this girl so much. So the first time I saw her was Secret Love.
Yes.
And when anybody asks me about Korean dramas, it's Secret Love. Did I tell you? So I was on I don't know if I told this on the podcast. Or if I did, we didn't include it. But basically, me and some comics were on the road and we were driving from Columbus to Cincinnati.
Yes.
And the driver, it was like 1 a.m. He was trying to stay awake. And I just told them the plot to Secret Love.
Yeah, and then that kept them like awake.
And that's it's like, listen, so Korean dramas have saved lives.
Yes.
Have saved lives. And so telling my friends about that show was the reason that all my friends were like, you need a podcast
about K-dramas.
And so Heal Me, Kill Me. Listen, so good. Because it's Park Sejong.
My friends were like, you probably shouldn't do that because that does not age well because he's playing very interesting characters. I thought about that.
7 different people.
Yeah, but
My favorite one is when he plays the bad guy and a tattoo shows up on his neck. I don't know if it does. I know Secret Love ages just fine. And then my mother loves She Was Pretty.
She Was Pretty was so good with our boy Park Seo Joon, who I fucking love,
and then
and Choi Siwon from Super Junior.
And when he was calling her Jackson,
yes,
because she had them penny loafers with the white socks showing.
Oh my god!
My mother called people Jackson for a year after that show. That was the first Korean drama she like really watched all the way through, and she was like, "You know why I like them? Because they be taking 5 or 6 episodes. She said it takes them forever just to hold hands, and you see, it's like it's so nice, and they just get to know and get to love each other." But it was
Jackson loved him so much.
He loved her so much.
Oh my god! And I was like, please. So it was hard for me because I love Park Seo Joon, but I was like, but I love the second lead. I wanted her to be with fucking Choi Siwon.
Listen, this was the first time where I was just like, it was the first time I ever watched a drama. I was like, this second lead might have a chance.
Yeah.
This second lead might have a chance.
So Choi Siwon, Super Junior?
He was like a huge pop star.
Huge original OG boy group, okay?
Oh, like a
he was in the one with like I forget how many Super Junior had like 11 people, I think.
Were they the Wu-Tang Clan?
Basically, but I love Super Junior. They were great. But he has really kind of like, he is a comic now. Like his TikTok
goofy as shit.
Is hilarious.
I stopped following him because he was too handsome on my phone.
But it's so funny because, when he was younger, he was known to be like the heartthrob, the very good looking guy. But as he got older, once he started acting, and then in this, and She Was Pretty, I was like,
so silly in the show.
He has comedic chops. Like, he's fucking funny.
He was so good. Silly on that show.
That would be a fun one too. That one I love. That was a very entertaining one.
I'm going to see if I can find him. But but wait, did you watch Mystic Pop-Up Bar?
I didn't. That's the Netflix one that was recent. That's quirky one, right?
It's very cute. It's like a time traveling one.
Yeah. I need to watch that.
And the thing, because she fell off for a while.
Well,
because, she got married in 2015 to a professional golfer businessman. And then she had a baby, and then they filed for divorce in 2020. And they dissolved it in 2021 and had another baby. And then in 2024, she filed for divorce a second time. So I was like watching this in COVID because she like dropped off the face of the earth.
Yeah.
And the Mystic Pop-Up Bar came up. But like also like people were like not talking nice about her online.
Well, because she also, it was dramatic. Like it was dramatic for a while for her.
Because she so in 2024, she posted on Instagram, but this was before this and so targeted a non-celebrity woman whom she suspected of having an affair with her ex-husband. And she deleted the post, but everybody saw it because you can never delete anything fast enough before somebody screenshots it. Yeah. And it was later revealed this person had no connection to her ex at all. She apologized, but the victim still filed a criminal complaint and then it was withdrawn, right? But between 2000 and 2001, it was people were where is she at? She wasn't posting on social media. I'm just
well, not 2000. It was later than that.
Sorry, not 2000, 2020.
Yeah, 20. Yeah.
And it was she hadn't been around a lot. Well, there was a lot going on.
So her marriage was very complicated. Mm-hmm. So I think during that time of her marriage and the divorce and then the non-divorce and the divorce, I think there was a lot of things happening. And I remember following it a bit, but I wasn't really paying attention.
Right.
But that was when I think a lot of netizens had a lot of things to say about her, which made me very sad because this was right after. She became super successful because She Was Pretty. That was her big moment. And you're right. It was there was this weird stuff happening, and then she kind of chilled out for a bit, and now she's, apparently research this, she was dating a basketball player in 2024, and then
it went public
after, and then they broke up again. I don't know. It just seems like
it must be very hard to be a celebrity in Korea.
Of course, because you're not allowed to do anything. You're not allowed to just live. Let her live.
Because it's and also none of these none of these K-pop artists can date.
Yeah, you got to keep it because the fans get upset.
I understand fandom. Mm-hmm. I don't understand the obsession. So that's why I feel so bad about these Korean, singers and actors.
Yeah.
Because if you look at because we had to go to your number 2, but I was I've never understood this unrealistic, a stalker. I was you don't know this person.
I know.
You're taking time out of your day to f up somebody else's day.
My number 2 is Seo Hyun Jin. So Seo Hyun Jin is an amazing actress. She's 40 years old. So I think the biggest drama she was in is probably Another Miss O, which I would love to recap this one.
Wait, did I watch
I loved Another Miss O. So this I watched when I was in New York. So this was when I was like in my early 30s. Like I was like 30 when it came out. It just resonated with me so much. It's about a 30-something-year-old woman dating.
Was this one of those Nuna dramas?
No, not a Nuna drama. It's so good. It's a realistic portrayal of dating in your 30s. So this was the drama my mom would watch too. And she would call me and she was like, "Are you watching this drama? It makes me think of you and your friends dating right now," because it's just so true. She was in it with Eric from Shinhwa, who was in a first generation boy band. He's a hot dude. Very good looking guy. But her most recent drama was probably The Trunk. That was on Netflix. And that was with Gong Hyo. Really weird.
Trunk.
Yeah. But she used to be in a girl group
Called Milk.
Milk. She was in a girl group called
Interesting
Milk.
name.
And then she decided to become an actress.
The Trunk. That's the one that they were talking about. Had that sexy scene
It's
in
very
it.
sexy.
And I was like, because it was funny because on TikTok, it was like you're seeing a girl react to it where she's just like, let me.
Gong Hyo. Yeah. Gong Hyo's hot too. So
Because it was like a kind of like a,
So The Trunk, and then she was also in this show called Dr. Romantic with two very famous actors. Han Seok-kyu is like a OG, like elite actor. And Yoon Seok was also in it too. But she's been in a ton of stuff. So she's also considered, she won a Picksong Award. She won an award for Another Miss O for her acting.
Man, what if we go to the Picksong Awards one day?
I know. That'd be kind of crazy.
That'd
but
be crazy.
I know. And your number one
Is Mi Sook.
Yes.
And apparently I love a experienced actor.
She's 66 years old.
She is 66 years old. She is beautiful.
She is. She was a stunning actress when she was younger too.
She's beautiful. I just like her style of acting. I like her, and this is gonna sound crazy, but as an actor, I like how she controls language, if that makes sense. Like her, I can tell she's like an older. She's from a different style of acting.
Yeah.
Because especially when you watch her like in because Queen and So I think is like when I fell in love with her. And you can tell that like she knows the way that she uses language. She's one of those actors where it's just like, it was very much spoken. Like I'm sure she's theater trained or she did theater for a long time. Because the way that she handles language, the way that she talks, she only speaks when she's supposed to, if that makes sense. Like when she talks, like basically when you're taking an acting class, it's like, what were you doing before you walked into a room? What are you doing in that room? And then what are you doing when you get out of it? Basically, it's like, why are you in this room? Right? Or why are you in this scene? And every time I watch her in a scene, it's just like, I know exactly what she's doing here. I don't have to guess. And she can communicate very well without speaking. And it's like, you're always, depending, if she's in a scene where it's very loving, like you feel loved through the screen.
No, right.
Or if she's in a position where she's being very stern and very firm, you're like, now you're in trouble.
I feel like she's very good with stern.
She's very good with stern.
She's very elegant.
Yes.
And even, there's some actors, like even these older actors, you have some women who play like ajumas really well.
Yes.
I've never seen her play like an
She
ajuma.
can't.
Because I think she has like an elegance to her. So she's either going to play like a queen or she's going to play like a chaebol wife.
Or a dowager queen.
Yeah.
Like it's
Yeah. It's like a very set thing for her.
And it's like, and if I'm playing, it's like chaebol. And if I'm not chaebol, then I'm still like a business owner.
Yeah.
Or it's like, I'm not a teacher, I'm the principal of the school.
Yeah. Something it's that's like
there's always authority.
Yeah.
With how she moves.
Yeah.
And I feel like that there are one that comes with age.
Yeah, of course.
Right.
Yeah.
So one certain authority comes with age, but it's like I would love to see her in her roles as a younger person. She's in Taylor Lady Oak.
Right. Most recently.
Where she's playing the grandma.
My number one is Gong Hyo Jin. I love Gong Hyo Jin. Do you know her? You have to have known her. She's in fucking every drama.
Okay, let me.
So
you know I'm bad with the names.
So
I'm getting better with this podcast. I'm getting better.
Yeah. So she's considered to be like, I feel like the queen of the rom-com. I just feel like she is one of those people. I grew up watching her, and I feel like she could just be my friend.
Oh, she plays a lot of Friends.
She plays the lead. She is the queen lead. Yeah, she's the lead. She's a rom-com queen. I mean, she's been in so much. I'm surprised you don't know her.
Camellia Blooms.
Yeah, When the Camellia Blooms.
I think that's the only drama that I've watched that she's in, because when I get somebody, I stick to them.
So I've watched all of her shows, which is kind of crazy. Not because I planned on it, but so there's another writing team. They're called the Hwang sisters. I don't know if you've heard of them.
I like that there's women writing these shows.
Yeah, most K-dramas are written by women.
Really?
So the Hwang sisters, they've done a ton. So they're very famous. They're like a Park Jin level, but they've done a bunch of shows. Like they did I guess the one you would recognize would probably be they did Hotel de Luna. They did that one. But they did a bunch.
Scary, so I didn't watch it.
It's pretty good. So The Greatest Love is one that Gong Hyo Jin was in. So she's kind of like, she's in a lot of Hwang sister dramas. Greatest Love. She was in Pasta with Lee Sang-yeon.
I see that. There's a Pasta. There's a When the Stars Gossip is coming out.
Well, that came out. That just came out. So that ended on Netflix. It wasn't as good. I didn't really like it.
It's Okay, That's Love, The Greatest Love, Pasta. Yeah, the only thing I've ever seen her I've never seen any of these shows, so that's why I don't know her.
Yeah. These are, oh my gosh. Okay. So we need to choose one.
Cool Guys Hot Ramen is very funny.
Changdu Let's Go to School was one of her earlier dramas, and that was with this K-pop artist. Do you know Rain?
I don't know any of the K-pop artists.
So Rain was probably back in the day. He was huge in the 2000s. He was our heartthrob K-pop artist.
Okay.
He was also one of the first ones to be on American TV. So he did Rain, the K-pop artist, was on Stephen Colbert's show because Stephen Colbert loved Rain. So that was one of the first points of K-pop crossing over to the US. It was so fun. You should Google this. It's on YouTube. But anyways, she was in a drama with him. But she's great.
That's so funny that Stephen Colbert was like, we got to get this guy on.
Yeah. But every single drama that she's been in, I've watched, which is nuts, actually. Because when I was listing this out, it's crazy. She's my favorite. I will watch anything that she's in. So I was really disappointed when The Stars Gossip wasn't good. My dad and I tried watching it. My dad was like, what is this? He's like, this is weird. And I was like,
Bro, whenever you start watching a show and you're like, what is this?
I know.
Honestly, it makes my back itch. Because it's it's very much we were rooting for you. We were all rooting for you.
But yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Our top Unnies list. Love it.
Top Unnies list.